The mayor is set to participate in a noontime discussion at the chamber today. No doubt the question about the Olympics will be on the table for the sold-out event being held at the Hudson Event Centre on Stephen Avenue. The mayor will also speak to business challenges in Calgary and the opportunities that may lay ahead, as well as the key decisions this city will have to make in both the short and long terms. One of those challenges is Calgary's high unemployment rate, and this is where we bring in Danielle Smith from 770 CHQR to continue the conversation on this. And Danielle, you'll be talking to the CEO of the Alberta Chamber of Commerce this morning about how to kickstart Alberta's economy.
Yeah, it's interesting to me that I think we are so focused on the problems in Calgary. I think we forget that these problems are really province-wide. That's why the Alberta Chambers is taking the initiative on this. They've got a list that they're putting forward a platform for the next election, which gives you an idea of just how close that next election actually is. We might be into an election as soon as March, quite frankly, so it's only a few months away. And they've got a list of 17 recommendations about what they think the province should be focused on to try to turn things around. There are a couple things that really stood out for me. One of them was to revamp the K-12 education system to make sure kids are learning things that are actually going to be useful in preparing them for the jobs that they're going to have once they get out of school. It's kind of interesting. We're going through this curriculum discussion, and that seems to be a missing factor in any of the discussion about what kids should be taught in school. And the other one is it looks like they're taking a pretty hard look at the greenhouse gases policy and the impact that it's having on our investment climate. So I'll be interested in hearing what Ken Kolby thinks should be done about that. I suspect he's not 100% keen on maintaining the 100 megaton carbon cap, which is acting as a barrier to more investment dollars flowing into the province. I'd be interested in knowing what he thinks should be done with the carbon tax too.
Any Olympic talk on that platform, Danielle?
You know what? I would think that the Alberta Chambers would probably be a booster if Calgarians say yes, but I imagine they don't want to take a position right now since it's pretty controversial, and most of their members would be outside of Calgary. But I do have Mary Moran coming on again today for round two. We talked to her for half an hour last week to answer some questions. We're gonna get back at it again today to see if we can answer some of those final questions.
Yeah, final questions, because this time next week, we'll have sort of an answer on the plebiscite.
We certainly will. And then it's a then what, right? And if it goes no, we still have to deal with this big problem of what do we do to kickstart the economy. So I'm interested in having that discussion too.
So many questions. Thanks, Danielle. Much more on Danielle's show today starting at 9:30.